Welcome back in, everybody. Welcome back to the part 2 of the sugar beet and cotton video. We're also doing, and obviously in the first part we were doing contracts just up the road there, doing a load of mowing and this, that and the other, making some bales. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you go back and watch that one first. But yeah, so in this video we'll be cracking on with doing all of our harvesting. So harvesting the sugar beet over there and the cotton that we grow ourselves. So yeah, this is what I realised at the end of this video, which you'll probably no doubt hear from me, is that I realised that these two, so part 1 and part 2, I recorded it all in one, but I realised it was just a bit too long. I was trying to keep them short, which is why there's part 1 and part 2. So I'm just adding this little bit in just to sort of explain to you why there's part 1 and part 2 and why we've got, it's October and we've got different money than we had before and it's a different time and all the rest of it. So yeah, so like I said, if you haven't watched part 1, make sure you go back and watch that one, and then I hope you enjoy this video. Here we are then, finally we are going to harvest this sugar beet. Obviously we have got our own stuff to do, but might as well harvest these lots first. Now, just a quick run through of this harvester. This is a modded harvester. It's been great so far. I haven't actually used it for any of my crops yet. I have used it for potatoes, but it is, and before I used it on a contract just to sort of test it out because it just so happened to come up on a contract. And yeah, it is a great harvester. So just a quick run through of what this harvester is. If we go into, yeah, we're in the right one. Beet technology, here we are. So this harvester doesn't just do sugar beet. It can do cotton, potatoes, sugar beet and sugar cane. And obviously the header on the front, I don't know if there's a trailer for it, I don't think there is. But the header on the front, that's it, folded up. The only trouble is when it is folded up, you can't see where you're going at all. You just can't see where you're going. So you have to drive, if you're driving in cab, you have to drive with it unfolded. Yeah, so I don't quite understand that. And it's very wide as well, so watch the cars. But yeah, otherwise it is an absolutely great harvester. Let's just unfold this part as well, get it all ready. There we are, she's unfolded. And I mean, it travels along at 37 miles an hour, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it is unrealistic, and you can get it even more unrealistic, because if we go back into that menu and we look to buy one, which would be in here, and then where are they? Beet technology, so it'll probably be in there. It is. So 200,000 as standard, but then we can go, so capacity I've got is 60k capacity, but it can go all the way up to a 5 million litre capacity. It's a bit unrealistic, that. You can also put it up to 5,000 horsepower. Bit unrealistic, that. But you've got all this different customizations you can do. I do tend to use GPS, which I probably should set up for this field actually. That would be worth it. So it is quite easy, but it does harvest at, it doesn't tell you over here, I think it's like 12 miles an hour it harvests at. So it is very useful. Plus you've got all your different steering modes as well if we get the menu up. So you've obviously got this steering, turn steering, and all the wheel steer as well. It's really, I do like it in this mode. It's really good. But then we can change that to crab steering, and then you've got crab steering right, all-wheel steering, so it puts it straight, and it's more like just a rigid then, so it doesn't turn. So you do have to take more shunts when you're turning it around and whatnot. But I think that the turn steering is sort of the best of it all, really. I mean, you do see videos out there of like of actual farmers. Then they'll use crab steering when they're harvesting, but I just think this does quite well. This does quite well for us. So let's get the. I can't remember if I've got. Let's get the field. What's this? 68, isn't it? But it's up and down, so we want something like not 50. Well, we could do 50. What else is up and down on here? Oh, 68. Okay, we do have 68. Let's click on there. Auto width this. Hopefully that should be for the implement. Where's our lines? Lines will have them on. Dots now. That should be pretty good then. Let's just do that. There we go. Get that lined up. field. And then lower it down, turn it on, and away we go. And now GPS will do it all for us. So I can just, there you go, 12 miles an hour. She harvests that. And you can see how quickly it goes up as well. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously we could get AI to do this. It is pretty much a straightforward field. It's just, as you can see, it's just that little corner over there. It does catch some people out, some AI out, just because it's a bit of an awkward one. We check our menu, and there we are, all the purple. So you can see he's still bloody working on getting rid of the home, the greenery, or the foliage. And then all the orange is what's left to be harvested, and then the purple is what we've already just harvested, which if I just, there you go, it catches back up with us. So yeah, there we are. So I will probably do a time lapse of this now, of us harvesting this. I'll probably also do this put this on TikTok as well. That'll be quite good. And then yeah, obviously we've got a cotton to do, and we've got our other bits and bobs to do. But I'll probably do all of the rest of that off of camera. Maybe put a bit on TikTok and just see how we get on with that. So yeah, because I'm trying to keep this video a little bit short, but I think it's already quite long. So yeah, we'll see. Rightio then guys, just thought I should bring you back in, just because this should be pretty much our last load, I would guess. Let me just back up, make sure we can get that little bit in. But oh my life, this has been one hell of a job. I didn't realise how long it was going to take, because this bloke just fills up way too quick. Which you'll probably see on the next one actually, because we will head off to get this delivered, because I've been doing the carting, put all these trailers together. Did have a little accident. I wasn't watching where I was going and ended up going into a ditch, which is why our telehandler is down in the ditch. Also did run out of fuel as well, so not in this but in the tractor that was doing the topping. So I had to lease that little trailer over there. I could have bought it, but for the time being I just leased it. And yeah, so I just thought I'd bring you back along, just to do the last little bit with me, basically. And then, I mean, because it's at 94% has been delivered, I believe. So we have just got, yeah, sorry about that. Realised that was too late. Yeah, and that one's just finished work as well. And we've buggered that one up. That's because I'm too busy talking. Let's spin around and, or I'll tell you what, we'll just wait for him to turn around. But yeah, I forgot where we were. We were talking about that trailer there. Yeah, the topper who's just finished work, he ran out of fuel and he had the tiniest little slither of work left to do. So we ended up having to lease that and then drag that over with our telehandler. What's he doing? Am I in his way again? I think we're okay. So yeah, I was saying, oh, that's in his bloody way. Hang on, let me move that out of his way. This is what I mean by AI. They are stupid. So yeah, get this out of his way. It's tiny on this. This is just a fuel trailer. You can see I've got 392 litres of fuel in there, which I had to purchase to get that tractor moving and out the way. I say purchase, lease. Let's go grab our trailers again. Did a little bit of skid there. That's not how you grab a trailer. Come on, there we go. Yeah, yeah. So, yes, basically we've got 6% left to put in, which I think 6% would probably take 2 trailers, which is 45,000 litres. And we've got to try and catch back up to this bloke. But yeah, so at least 2 trailers. I mean, he's missed the load down the bottom as well, so we'll have to go over that with this. But yeah, so I think we should at least have an extra 45,000 litres or so from this field, but we'll soon find out. Right, let's get ourselves properly lined up this time. I think it's on his last run anyway, which is nice. Just down a touch. See what I mean? See what I mean? While I'm talking, I just can't seem to multitask. But right, let's start her up. Pull that down. I'm pretty sure there's an extra bit up here that he didn't grab. So just grab that. Like that. Dump a little bit into there. It should do anyway. No, we're too far away. He's also changed it into the rigid mode, which I don't love. Come on. There we go. Right, let's dump that. Let's go get the last little bit that he's missed. I'll say little bit. It's not really little. We'll have a... Actually, before we get back onto the field, let's take a look. Yeah. You can see he's missed, well, he's missed tiny little spots there. But all this down the bottom, we've got to go get that. So what we're going to do, that's right. Control Y, change that back to turn steering. Yeah, that's turn steering, yeah. So we go back down to the bottom, clear up what he's left, and then fill the trailer up as much as we can, and then run it up to Johnson's Market, Johnson's Farmers Market. You can see at the front is rather dirty. I don't know where he got to. I just can't see it. There it is. Right. Let's go round the outside once again. Round the outside. I know we're running over crops, but anyway, who cares? It's not our crop. Probably run over mine anyway. And then right up to there by the looks of it. So, yeah, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, it's taking just... I didn't realise how long it was going to take. Because normally we... yeah, stop that. Because normally we do like corn or something on here, or something, you know, like wheat or something like that. But this has just been incredibly long. Because it's just sugar beets are very, very high yielding crop, and yeah, it takes us a little while to get it all done. Literally, we've been doing about 1 row, because we've been doing about 1/3 of a row and then 2/3 of a row. Yeah, we've probably been doing about 1 row at a time, and each row is having to be carted up and all the rest of it, and yeah. Taking a long time. I just cannot see where the sugar beet is, and it's making this very difficult. Let's get back into there. Yeah, we missed a lot. We missed a lot there. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we've probably got enough now to clear the contract and all the rest of it, and all what we're picking up here is no doubt there's some sugar beet. Where does that end? There, I reckon. Gets turned around. This. So obviously we grow sugar beet ourselves anyways, so but we're going to have excess because we've still got loads of cut sugar beet left in the sugar mill. And let's just have another look. Tiny bit left. Where is it? There. Yeah, so we've still got loads of sugar beet cut left in our sugar mill anyway, and then we're going to have loads left. So we can either sell it, or because now we have pigs, we could potentially give it to, or keep it to feed to our pigs. Is that stones, or did I miss it there? Let's just go with it quickly, just in case. I think it's stones. Who cares? We've got plenty now. Right. See, that was another 13,000 litres that we missed. So I'm glad we went and grabbed that. Yeah, you can see the map's pretty clear now. It's just those 2 tiny little dots there. But we're not going to mess about with that. We also do need to, because that's courseplay. That was the original field I was going to get him to do courseplay on, but I managed to create a video on a different one, which was handy. Saved me some time. That was right, on a different map. Right, so we might as well leave this in here for now, because what we've got in there is good enough anyway. So we'll run this over to, well, that's our cotton field there, which would be nice if we had an empty tank, but we don't have an empty tank. We've got to run this over to our root crop storage. So let's take this over there, jump back into our, I was going to bring you back when when this was all finished and I was lined up with the cotton field, but I thought I might as well bring you back just for the last bit of doing that field, so you could see my struggles. Yeah, it was certainly very long, very tedious, but we got the job done in the end. And it's, at the end of the day, it's a hell of a lot of money, and we'll be getting a lot of sugar beet. So this is the field that he has just 48, 49. This is the field that he has just topped. So we've still got to do all the sugar beet on this field yet. So let's put the pipe out, dump this into our root crop storage if it's going to go. There we go. That's one thing is handy about this, is that it does dump really, really quickly, but then at the same time it's made it quite a pain when it comes to carting it, because you have to be on your toes, as I've shown you. As soon as I turn the mic on, as soon as I put the camera on, I'm all over the bloody shop. But right, let's go over to, this is all of, oh, not that one, but those two fields, that's our wheat in those fields there, or more of our wheat. But yeah, we want to be harvesting cotton, so let's go down here, because we'll probably chop off a bit down the bottom here and then get, well, I probably could do this on my own. It's just, I'll explain that in a second. I'll explain that once we've carted it, and yeah, we come back to the cotton, because we're not harvesting the cotton just yet. So let's get this all nicely lined up, relatively anyway. It's just so handy that I have a machine that does everything that I need to do on my farm. Right, turn that one off, jump back into you, and let's go, probably just go through there, cover it. Yeah, you can see this tractor, oh, she's been working hard. Good old Fendt. We've also need to repair it as well before we do anything else with it, because she's pulling 90,000 litres when she's got, I think, 285 horsepower or maybe a bit more. I think that's what she's got, something like that. Yeah, she's been struggling, but she's done the job, and she's done a very good job at it as well. We haven't been treating her very kindly either. We've been racing backwards and forwards, because every time we come back to field 68, he's already finished. When we're on our way back, he's already finished, and that's me trying to cut every single corner and race like mad and jumping, which you'll see in just a second. But yeah, rather than taking the roads, we've just been flying over. We're kind of taking the roads, if you get what I mean, but yeah, we're just flying over the fields. Sorry to whoever. I did think about getting field 25 for my cotton, actually. That was the original thought when I thought about doing cotton. I thought about 25 because it's quite close to the spinnery. But then when I looked into everything, like I said, looking at my land, like at the additional field info, which is a mod I've got, it was a case of field 25 and 39 and what was the other field? I was 10, field 10, which is just up here. I was looking at those three, and field 39 was the best for value and whatnot. I mean, you can't expand field 39 unless you took it onto other fields and whatnot. Whereas 10, I think you can. No, you can't really expand 10, only slightly. 25 you could do it. I was going to make 25 quite a boxy kind of field, but yeah, I just decided to go for field 39 in the end. It was the best sort of deal for what you get. So yes, right, here we go. So this is where we have been having to take the sugar beet. So if it was a lot closer, we would have had this. It would have been a lot easier to do this job. But no, it's got to be all the way up here, and AI don't like doing it either. For some unknown reason, AI don't like coming up here and dumping this up here. So, and we've even been doing this as well. We've even been tipping 2 trailers at the same time, and still we cannot get back to the field before he is full. It's just that bloody quick. Right, let's get it lined up for that one. Let's tip that one. Oh wait, hang on. Ooh, let's stop that because we've already got to the point. I forgot about that. But yeah, we've already finished the work, which is nice. Just hiding behind the course plate menu. So that is us finished, isn't it? Let's just check that because I wasn't watching. Yep, that's that field finished, which, yep, we can complete that. Job's a good one. And let's just go over to him to clear that off of there. Because we're then going to get him to, that's our course that we had set up, which I think, yeah, I have saved. Yeah, go over to him, clear that, because that clears the message up there. And then let's get him organised for field 50. That clears all them as well, which is handy. 2.8, that's fine. Number of headlands 2. Yeah, that'll be fine. That doesn't really matter. Roach to skip is fine. Yeah, generate, lovely. It's basically saved my settings from that field there. Might do 3 headlands. Might do 3. Give him a bit more room. That'll do. That's a bit better. He's got a bit more room to spin around now. Okay, yeah. Start the job. Now, so let's get... Oh no, we've got to bring that trader down, haven't we? He's going to get on with that. We've got to bring this load down to our root crop storage. Dump this sugar beet into there. So like I said, we can either make that into sugar or just keep it back for our pigs, but we'll see how that one goes. I think you do need to use a chocolate bucket for the pigs. I know you do in real life. Whether you do for the pigs in FS22 or not, I don't know. We will find out. But yeah, so we'll keep it either we'll keep it either for the pigs or we'll sell it. Because last year, before I had pigs, I did sell it. And you know, that was just a bit of extra crop. There's another way we made our millions. So yes, I mean the next thing I'm looking at to do with, obviously we've got to purchase our spinnery, we've got to purchase our tailor shop, but I'm pretty sure the money that we have now even covers that. But once we sell it, you know, it's just, as I can't remember whose video I watched, it's just rinse and repeat, as they say. And so yeah, we'll do our cotton, we'll do make that into clothes. We do our cake, and we just rinse and repeat. We've got our lettuce, and then we've got other bits and bobs that we sell here and there, like our honey as well. We've got honey, and straw. You can see that there. Yeah, we just make absolute tons of money on this game, and it's great. But then you get to a point where it becomes boring. And especially for, like, obviously I didn't start recording this one when I first was building it. We're a long way through that. Yeah, obviously for yourselves it would be boring, just rinse and repeat, and because you've seen it all before. So let's get ourselves. It might be a bit tricky with all these trailers on. Let's try and get you. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, there you are. Nope. She's not having it. Let's back up. Nope, that's not having it either. Let's try and pull her. Oh. Might as well whilst we're here. Might as well whilst we're here. Let's get that one rid of. And then we might even be able to get the rear one, we'll find out. But we've just tipped that one, which is nice. Oh no, that didn't finish. Right, okay. Try and get out of there. There we are. We're right. So I think what we'll do is just pull straight into it. Luckily, with with these fields, when we use our harvester, because our harvester is pretty quick, we can probably just drop our, rather than carting it and messing about like that, we can probably just drop our header where we finished that row, or where we're on that row, and just drive it straight over to here, which would be easier. Right, dump that bit there, and then get it ready to dump the rest of it. So that's a full trailer load back there as well. So we made a lot of sugar beet come out of that one. Right then. So yeah, we won't be messing about carting it, I don't think. Just had to make sure then I was recording, looking over, and it was first I thought, oh, whoops, but no, we're alright. Like I said, well, I haven't said in this video, but I'm new. I'm new to TikTok, I'm new to YouTube, so it's going to be chaotic. Which is also, Chaotic Star, is also my fiance. She does Sims. She records all the sim work on Tissot, and she does a very good job. At doing it. I don't understand it. It's Sims. I play Farming Simulator. She don't understand Farming Simulator. But if you are interested in the Sims and whatnot, make sure you head over to her channel and give it a follow, because she works very hard, I know that much, on what she does. So I think that is, we do need to wash this all off, but we'll bugger that for a moment. I'm tired. So let's head on over to that. There's our JCB. Yeah, we ended up getting our tractor stuck down this ditch, and I used my quick hitch thingy-mabob mod to just push the trailer out so I could hitch it back up and pull it away. But yeah, right, let's get round to him. Start up the engine, lower that down, and hopefully, because this, I believe cotton, because the one time I've done cotton before with this harvester, which is when I tested it, was on field 56, which has got sugar beet in it this time, I do believe. Let's just check that. Yeah, it's got sugar beets in it. But obviously we want to do 39. We would like to do maybe field 60, field 56, and then we want to do all these cotton fields as well. So 57, 77, 75, 73, 79. I think there's more yet, field 30, and there's all of these up here. Field 12 quite often does cotton. But yeah, so we want to do all of that as well. But then we've only got so much bloody wool, because the sheep, in all fairness, they do take a long time to produce wool. Right then, so I think we're all ready to rock and roll, so let's go. There we are. And yeah, so I'm just hoping that it doesn't go up as fast as it does with sugar beet, which I don't think it is. Because what my plan is, because I don't, well, I could get the trailer, I suppose. Again, we have got plenty of money. But when I did field 56, it gave us a special auger trailer which could handle the cotton, could handle loose cotton, because obviously this doesn't put it into bales. So you can't just get a normal standard, you know, cotton bale trailer, because it's all loose. So what I am hoping is that we don't end up with a full tank on this in this field, and then, you know, obviously we can then just take it up with this straight up to the spinnery, rather than needing to unload it anywhere. And yeah, so that should hopefully save us some hassle. But again, this is the first harvest of this field, so we shall see. Anyway, what I shall do now is probably, I don't know how many time lapses are in this video now, but I'll probably put another time lapse in of me harvesting this cotton, and then yeah, I will probably finish the video more or less there. So right, see you in a second. Right then guys, we are now just going to be finishing off the last bit of cotton. So luckily this one has managed to do all of the field. You can see we're only at 70% at the moment. But yeah, we managed to do all of the field with without having to take it up to the spinnery, which has been nice. This rather than having to unload it every bloody 5 seconds like with the sugar beet, it's just been nice just to do one field, one lot, and one load. And it's great. So at least there's that. So we'll just do this last little bit. The other chap now, oh god, I missed that one, that's alright, just about. So yeah, the other chap who has been topping field 50 now, he's all finished. I've had him going, so he's finished doing his work, which is great, which is why it says finished work. It's just I have also, there we go, I have also now got somebody, Courseplay AI, got him to cultivate field 68 because that came up and that was for 14,500. So we took it on. I just couldn't be bothered to do any recording of that or as such. I just thought, well, because cultivating just, to me, just seems to take forever. So I just thought, let him do it as I always do. And just let you know that, yeah, we got that one as well. Obviously, if you're keeping track of how much money is going into our bank account. What I've also come to the realisation of as well is that now, hopefully by this point, it should be clear to yourselves. But yeah, hopefully, I've put this into parts because I've realised that this video is going to be incredibly long. So no doubt I'll put this video in parts. So if you are still watching this one, thank you very much. There he is, he's finished. Thank you very much for following along and watching all the videos. If you haven't watched all the videos, then there'll be part 1, part 2 and part 7,000 probably out there for you to watch. So yeah, thank you very much for watching them and getting to this far. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I want to drop this over here so I can so we can wash it. Let's drop that right there. Back her up. Oh, I was already in reverse. Good lorry driving me. And let's go up to the spinnery. So yes, right. Yeah, 43,667 litres of cotton. And then obviously we've got to get our wall up there as well. But before we do any of that, we have got to purchase a spinnery. Should be great. Finally come to it. So obviously we've got to cultivate all that field left again, and then yeah, and then we've still got to harvest our sugar beet as well. And then as soon as we harvest it, we have to plant the grass, and oh yeah, there's lots to do. Now I've got to try and remember where the spinnery is. Now, yeah, we'll probably stick to the roads just because we're recording. So yeah, I know it's right by here. Right. It turns so, no, it is up here, yeah. It just turns so quickly, this thing, so quickly. It's lovely, really handy on the fields. So I do like it. Like I said, it's all-wheel steering as well as it turn steering as well. So it's really and snake. Yeah, really good. Yeah. I think I might have a touch of ADHD. I don't know. I haven't been diagnosed with anything like that, but it slips through the cracks here and there. Right, that's what we want. Let's go over and purchase the spinnery. 60,000, thank you very much. Materials missing. Years. What did that just say? Diesel exhaust fuel. Oh, that's interesting. Never seen that one before. It's telling me all of that. That's interesting. Right, put the pipe out and let's see how we get on with this. Where do you need to be? There. That'll do. See what I mean? Why you just unload so bloody quickly? Great. Alright, back it up. And there we are. Right. Yeah, thank you so much for watching along, and if you have watched part 1 and all the rest of them, I don't know how many there will be, thank you so much. Please make sure that you leave a like and subscribe, and if you have enjoyed the videos, and don't forget to check out my TikTok. It's again Farming Buzz. Please head over there and give that one a follow, and yeah, so I will catch you on the next one, and again there will be plenty more, so that's great. Thank you very much.